Q4 sales. Close clients faster without lowering prices. Why your Q4 deals really stall? Here's the uncomfortable truth about Q4. Your deals aren't stalling because of price. They're stalling because your buyers' brains switch into a completely different mode the minute November hits. You're sending follow-ups. You're tweaking the offer. You're trying to keep momentum alive. But everything feels slower, and no one tells you why. Well, today, we are breaking down the real psychology of year-end decision-making, and how to close more clients before the year ends without discounting, chasing, or pushing. Why deals slow down in Q4? You know the feeling when a prospect who was excited in October suddenly becomes a ghost in November. Your emails get slower replies, your proposals sit untouched, and every "I'll get back to you" turns into a vague, "let's revisit this next year." And it's not just you. Studies show B2B buyers become 28% more risk-sensitive in Q4. Their bandwidth drops. Their focus shifts. Their decision-making lens changes. This is where most businesses make an invisible mistake. They keep selling the offer when the buyer is evaluating the timing. That mismatch is why deals stall. Not price, not value. Timing. Sell January momentum, not December pressure. The fix isn't to push harder. It's to change the lens you're selling through. Insight. 1. Reframe December as setup. January as execution. Buyers don't want to start something heavy in December, but they do want to enter January ahead. So shift your messaging to December equals light prep, January equals real activation. Insight 2. Use forecasting questions to restart stalled deals. Instead of following up with "just checking in," ask, "What becomes harder for your team if this waits until February?" This moves the buyer from avoidance, clarity. Forecasting equals clarity, not pressure. Insight 3. Design momentum-based offers. Year-end offers shouldn't be bigger. They should be lighter. Introduce a head start asset like a January-ready roadmap, an audit, a pre-built milestone. These reduce cognitive load and speed up decisions. Insight 4. Build real urgency through operational logic. Fake urgency triggers resistance. Real urgency comes from showing the cost of waiting. Lost runway, delayed onboarding, Q1 bottlenecks. Urgency equals timing, not discounts. When you make this shift, you stop being the person who pushes deals uphill, and you become the leader who guides decisions with clarity. You become the business that starts January ready, not recovering. You become the operator who reduces risk, not the salesperson trying to force timing. This is where your identity changes. You're not chasing the close anymore. You're shaping the conditions that make it inevitable. Here's the big takeaway. Closing more clients before year-end has nothing to do with discounting, and everything to do with timing alignment, clarity, and momentum. You now have the frameworks, the psychology, and the exact reframes that make Q4 not a scramble, but a strategic advantage.